Hello everybody and welcome to Nerd Street Gamers. My name is Keela Miles casting with Seymour, and today we are bringing you the qualifiers of the Philadelphia Fusion Protect the King tournament.
Right before we hop into this matchup though, we gotta thank our sponsors, Philadelphia Fusion and Nerd Street Gamers, for hosting this tournament, of course, as well as Temple University, Rothman Orthopedics, Royal Farms, and Mike and Ike. Speaking of Mike and Ike's though, take your candy game to the next level with a pack of Mike and Ike Original Fruits or Mike and Ike Mega Mix. The delicious, fruity, chewy flavors will help fuel your game and power you to keep playing at your best. Power up with Mike and Ike.
Now,
it's gonna be
some of you may be asking, what is this Protect the King tournament? The tournament will consist of 4 teams of 3, with 2 players in the Philadelphia Fusion and 1 player as a fan, aka the King. The teams will go head-to-head in a tournament-style format in games where each team is trying to get the most eliminations on the opposing team's king, while also protecting their own. As it stands now, the teams are in 4 duos: Carpe and Chipsa, Sato and Poco, Fury and EQO, and Alarm and Funny Astro. However, all 4 of these dynamic duos are missing the fan who will act as their king. And how will we crown these kings? Well, they'll earn their spot today, here in the qualifiers.
Honestly, I can't wait to see these players play. I'm always a big fan of watching the Philly teams play, like the Philly team play, especially Carpe heading for that MVP spot, fan favorite. Would love to see him in the Protect the King, protecting their obvious king of the community that will be crowned soon, of course. But tonight we have the format to show you for this matchup. Will be a death match. I think 5v5 to start it off, and in round 1 we're gonna have 3 matches where the top 4 from each group stage will advance into the next round of tournaments. Round 2 will be 12 winners from round 1 of groups, duking it out in a 15-minute free-for-all, of course. And then the top 4 players from that are gonna advance to the Philadelphia Fusion Protect the King tournament. Super excited to see that on the 20th of August. Can't wait for that indeed. Miles, how are you feeling about this one?
Well, I'm actually pretty excited because it's not often you see people trying their hardest in a free-for-all. I mean, most people just do it while queuing for comp, so we're probably going to be seeing a lot of different playstyles as people try and optimize how many kills they can actually get.
It's going to be interesting to see the way they play as well. We might see those snipers taking the high ground, being as aggressive as ever, from a distance. Might see some Doomfist coming out, some Junkrats being sneaky in the corners as well. I know in my deathmatch matches, I hate seeing Sombras. Like if you have to throw it to your deathmatch experience, who's your favorite hero to play? Who's your least favorite to see in there?
Well, I'll be honest, my favorite is actually Lucio, because 1, it's always fun to duel the DPS as Lucio, but 2, the mobility is so good, especially on Petra, which all of these games will be played on. Lucio has so much mobility, and especially vertical mobility, to actually jump around to find more kills.
That's true. If you Reddit Lucio all day, then Petra's the place to kind of sell your scores with all these other heroes. I'm interested to see what they play, but we do have the game ready, so we're going to be hopping in with our first round shortly on Petra. I mean, it's not, like you said, it's not very often that you see teams go to play Petra on purpose, but I mean, they have a purpose to fight for. They're fighting to be the king. They're trying to crown themselves the kings of the Philadelphia Fusion players, so that they can have someone like Poco in his Diva mech protecting them, or Carpe with that Widow sniper. But as we head into this matchup, I already see a Tracer, which is what I like to see, Miles.
Yeah, no, zooming around, you're going to be able to get so many kills. Tracer's actually going to go up first against a McCree, who usually counters her. Already, Axiom going down. And because of that, Tracer is in the lead, 1-0. Gaston in the lead, but a Junkrat actually dueling it out right near this mega health pack, and Tracer will just zip around all those grenades and take out King Cross.
Lanix though, he's in second, but yeah, there's your Lucio right here, zooming around the map like you wanted to see. Lanix in the kill feed, getting a nice double kill, taking out a Roadhog as well. I don't know if they're playing in this buff, but playing Roadhog, that's gonna be really good for the hook kill, the hook one-shot ability that he has now in this recent patch.
I really appreciate everyone dueling it out right here in this courtyard, but soon that wall is going to break, and you're going to be able to fall through the floor. You're going to have to be very careful. You can see Lucio's probably dying to do that, boop someone into the hole, and the 2 Roadhogs actually dueling it out right near this narrow corridor. but not even focusing on each other.
And the Lucio doesn't even get booped off the map. You see King Cross gets that boop on the Lucio playing Junkrat. Blazed on that Roadhog. He does find a nice double kill. Gaston on the Tracer wreaking havoc as ever. But as I imagined, it is the Roadhog and the Tracer taking the lead in this free-for-all. This game one is starting off hot, and it's a fast-paced match indeed.
Yeah, well, Red Hazard has a close call with the Reaper, but Lennox equalizes that out, taking out Cash in turn. Gaston in the lead at the moment, but that double kill from King Cross with that tire, that's going to turn it around. They're going to be able to get close to that leadership, but Gaston still holding the spot. Tracer is going to be so powerful in these death matches.
Hazard getting his first whole hog. He has 0 kills on the Roadhog. He's probably having a little bit of trouble landing those hooks. I can only imagine the high noon from Exilion. It's going up top, but there's nobody to answer the call of the noon. You see that nice kill from Gaston on there, just leading his kills even farther in this matchup. 8 kills now.
You know, caught out completely there, and now Echo actually duplicating this Tracer up, and Roadhog cannot keep track of him, but the whole Take a Breather is going to be able to keep them alive, but ooh, Death Blossom comes from above, lowers them enough, but stunned out before can actually finish it off, and Pyro going to finish this sequence off with a little Pulse Bomb on Exilion.
One thing to kind of look at in this deathmatch right now, Miles, is that it's just non-stop. I was expecting some kind of sniper presence to slow this down, kind of make players wash their heads, or maybe a McCree to make players be a little bit aware of the stun, but it's just non-stop carnage with like players like playing Echo. You see the Lucio right here on Veal. He's only got 3 kills, but even the Tracer just keeping them on their toes.
Yeah, Beelzebub looking to finish off this kill on Roadhog, trying their best, but instead they're going to be one to take the fall as the Whole Hog almost knocks him off the map, does knock him right into the path of Exilion, eliminates that Lucio with a quick headshot, and now we're under the Reaper. Cash dueling another close range hero, Junkrat, but both of them get finished off by Pyro on the Tracer.
Gaston, you know that gold border, 1 star. He's putting some work on with that mechanical skill. You see his dash is putting him in perfect position to duel that Echo. 12 kills now. Lennox, he's the opposing Tracer as well. Blaze does find Gaston. Nice little pick there. The Junkrat tire. King Cross finds another one. I think that's 3 Junkrat tires in 5 of his kills. So King Cross, he's trying to keep himself in there, but 6th place isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, these close-range burst heroes just aren't getting as much done as, say, a Tracer, because Tracer, sure, she has close-range burst damage, but she's so good at finishing off targets who are trying to run away, which is crucial, because you can't have anyone stealing your kills.
Exactly, and I actually hate it when a Tracer will just come up in deathmatch and just swoop in there, take away your kill that you spent so much time bringing down in its health bar. We look at that, 4 players down on the kill feed. Gaston already at 14 kills. We're hopping on with the Reaper. He finds himself a 5th, finds himself a 6th, finishing off these heroes. The whole hog, or the Roadhog, not ready for that.
Yeah, Cash hunting for these beefy targets. You want to be fighting someone like Roadhog and not Tracer, who's going to duck into your shotguns and finish you off. Pyro going up another kill, 8 on the board for them in 6th place. And right now, Echo trying to duplicate Tracer. She sees how good she is. She wants to get a piece of that action. But right now, Cash has finally found a Roadhog. He wants to use him to heal up, but you're on 4 health. You're not able to stay alive. But oh my gosh, Cash is still in this. Has not been spotted out, but Blaze Piglet finally eliminates them, trying to clean up. But Gaston adds another to their kill count. 16 on the board for Gaston.
I thought that, honestly, I thought that Reaper was never going to die until that hook landed. I actually was thinking, while you were talking about that Echo, and how smart it can be to kind of pick a character for your ult to copy, I think the Hog with the self-healing and the hook would be such a good pick for the Echo to get, because he gets as much time as he can. So I'd like to see the Echo, if Hiram wants to stay in this even more, start copying smarter characters than just the Tracer, because I don't think Tracer lasts long enough in that copy.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, but if you are able to last a little bit, you get the Pulse Bomb so fast, and that's a guaranteed kill if you know how to land it. However, if you're playing Echo, you might not be quite as good with the Pulse Bombs. As you can see, Echo focused down by 2 Tracers at once. Bit of a team play there. Not exactly what you see in free-for-all, but it is going to work out for them. And ooh, run into a Junkrat in the corner. You know you're dead there.
Gaston, there's a 200 health character you're playing there. You don't really want to match up against a Junkrat close range. 21 kills though, keeping the lead. Only 54 seconds left, less than a minute to play. And nobody is close to Gaston in this leaderboard. The closest. I don't think I saw the number 2 player, but I saw a number 3 player at like 18.
Already, Lennox trying to get into that top 4. They want to move on. They want to get it. And Blaze Piglet, though, they're holding that number 2 spot. Like you said, Roadhog's so powerful for getting a guaranteed kill with these hooks, but they're not just using their hooks. Right now, Gaston right in the thick of things, trying to finish off some more kills, extend their lead. They do not want to get overtaken by Blaze Piglet. Want to make an example of them. Throw the Pulse Bomb out, not going to connect, not going to kill a Roadhog anyways. So instead, Gaston hunting for more. They see a McCree. They want to get around it, but the flashbang comes out. Exilion says, you might have gotten me earlier, but not this time.
That's a tough high noon to go up against, but that's 20 kills for Blaze. Close to overtaking that first place, but with only a second left, it won't be enough. So I know your first place, Gaston, second place, Blaze Piglet. I didn't see third place yet, but after this play of the game, I'm sure we will see it. The Junkrat Tire is going to claim that. And top 4 will go on to the next round, so it won't just be the top 2. That was an interesting first round indeed, Miles.
And we did get quite a hint of the meta with 3 Tracers on the board right there. And ooh, King Cross actually made it in right at the end. Junkrat playing those enclosed spaces really paid off. Not quite as powerful here as he is on Chateau Girard, but you're gonna see some interesting things for now. We actually see a different hero, a different character on each of these players. I mean, Gaston was Tracer, Blaze Piglet was Roadhog, Exilion was McCree, and King Cross, of course, on that Junkrat.
And those are 4 heroes, Miles, that in my head, I'm like, if you're thinking of deathmatch, what to play, McCree, Tracer, Hog, and Junkrat are all those. If you want to take those high kill, high risk rewards, kind of just get in the thick of things and come out with 1 or 2 kills. I like the way the players are playing it. I like that they're not playing passively, that they're just trying to get as many kills as they can in a short time. And I'm excited for the second round because the first one was just high-octane gameplay.
Of course, and I, again, loved how mobile everyone was. Gaston always on the hunt for kills. Even Blaze Piglet, who had no mobility, was going all over the place. We saw them on the high ground, the low ground, and everywhere in between, just throwing hooks out and getting kills.
Well, I mean, you can look at the leaderboard. Well, I don't know if you took a close look at the kills on the leaderboard, but the 4th place player, I think it was King Cross, had 14 kills, tied for 3rd with Exilion. The 5th place had 12 kills, so it was a close one. From that 5th place to the 4th place, they could have been either of them. I'm really looking for these players going in the second round. I hope they're watching the stream and seeing like the tips that they can pick up from these different heroes and the way they're playing, because if you go a character like Reaper, you're gonna get, like, as soon as your Wraith is done, you're gonna get focused by the burst damage from a Tracer or a Junkrat or a Hog. If you're playing Echo, I think it's just not enough damage to find those solo kills. It's too much mechanical skill you have to worry about in the matchup. So you gotta focus on those characters that are gonna do the burst damage, take down those squishies fast, and get out with your life as well, which is basically Tracer and Hog, Miles.
And speaking of Tracer and Hog, we're looking at a Tracer in the second game, getting right into it, and already a Tracer in the lead, but tied with another Tracer on Hog, right in the center, trying to finish off this low-health Tracer, but so many Tracers swarming around this middle. This is unbelievable. I think there's even more Tracers in this round than there were in the last, but one name I see in the kill feed, Moira with those biotic orbs, just throwing them around, getting as many kills as possible.
This is Owl Chat's favorite dream right here, seeing Tracers on the board. You know, you don't get to see it enough in Overwatch League, but here you get to see it on Nurse Straight Gamers. Look at the Moira coming out too as a special pick. I just kind of clued in that we're watching a Moira here, gets bursted down by the McCree Goomba. And credit, both playing those respective characters. Nice flick by Goomba to finish off that kill. He's taking that first place spot.
Goomba went into McCree heaven, seeing 2 Tracers on the board, but the second one will eventually finish him off. And Hayden going onto the Genji here, we have not seen before. Got a lot of mobility, but not quite as much burst as, say, Tracer, so you've got to be careful with how you play this. Reddit on the high ground, trying to look for something.
Sorry, I was about to say, well, he is tied for 2nd, so we can watch out for that one.
Certainly Hayden in the lead, and that Dragon Blade is going to be so powerful for chaining it together as many kills as possible, dashing along, but the high noon from Credit actually zones Hayden away from the courtyard and gets a kill on the Odd Hog in return. Hayden, though, up in the lead with 8 kills already on this Genji.
8 kills on the Genji. The Dragon Blade is going to come in handy once you get it. The Ash Diamond going to connect. He's going to finish on this Genji. Hayden trying to get out with his life, and he does, but just at the end of it, he gets finished off by the Dynamite. Odd Hog pulls his whole hog in the middle of the map, not lasting very long. Credit going to finish off that with a double kill, too, on the Tracer. He takes the first place spot with 10 kills. You see Goomba. He's trying to pick up that kill, but it's going to be Goomba, Hayden, the 1 and 2 players. It's going to be Credit coming out on top of that. Nice pick indeed. Keeps that first place spot.
Taking the lead, but taken out by a Tracer, and now 2 Tracers dueling on the point. Trying their best, but Credit, they do not want to be outdone. They're on the high ground, and they take out an Ash on long range, winning that range duel that you're really not supposed to win on McCree. And right now, you can hear Tracers blinking all over. Credit hears them too. They want that flashbang. They want to get that easy kill, but not going to happen. Instead, Hayden find a Tracer, and they are looking to secure that kill with a quick little melee.
Stun headshot of a McCree is definitely handy when you have so many Tracers running around, but look at the double pull spawn from Paradox in the kill feed. Definitely coming off. Oh, that is unfortunate, Somatic. You're at 4 kills in 8th place. If you want to be the king of Nerd Streets qualifier, the Protect the King qualifier, you might have to swap off that Moira. But it's definitely interesting. That Dragon Blade comes out, finds 2, looks for the 3rd, but staying in that 2nd place. Credit going to come out on top.
Once again, Tracer just cannot deal with this. The King finally harasses them down, but only because they catch Credit from behind. They were looking at another Tracer. Again, there are so many in this game, but Hayden on the high ground. Genji is so good at dealing with these Tracers, especially with the right click. You essentially can't miss Tracer if you're good. And now Credit has their eyes on another Tracer, gets the flashbang down, and oh my gosh, 2 Tracers down in a row for Credit. Oh, can he get a 3rd? He's looking for it.
There's some crisp shots in there. Misses the flashbang too, so can't finish it, but might be able to finish it with his gun. Doesn't have to. Falls off the map, so not going to get the kill. Hayden comes in behind, ties it up actually, 17-17. And, you know, I saw in 4th place is actually the King, Miles. And imagine protecting the King named the King.
Oh, that is the dream right there, but the King's got to pick it up. They don't want to fall behind, and Goomba actually finds the kill. Not the McCree we're used to, but certainly a rivaled one there. Right now, Pulse Bomb on the Moira. Not really sure how that connected. Must have used the Fade. And right now, High Noon's coming out all over the map, trying to find someone, but really, it's just Hayden dashing all over the place. Trying their best, but now you've used Deflect. You're on 1 health. You have nothing left, and Credit will finish you off right where you stand.
The King does trade that one out. You do see Somatic. He finds a kill on that Moira, so still sticking true to his character pick. Another Tracer. Jamaz finding another kill onto that Goomba. Gonna get the stun kill on that Tracer. You see the blade pulled on Hayden. Not gonna find any value. Goes for the Tracer 1v1. Taking him very low. Somatic with the Coalescence on the opposite side of the map. Finds 2, looks for the 3rd, but not going to get enough. The stun from Credit, and he actually fades away, but Credit's still finding the kill. Hayden keeping the lead with 20, though, Miles. He's keeping this strong.
Right now, Odd Hog caught out in the middle of the map, just an ult battery for everyone around them. All the DPS looking at that juicy target, finishing them off. Now Credit once again on the high ground. We've seen them do so much good work up here, but not able to get that one shot on the Tracer, instead running away from the Moira, but eventually Hayden will come up, finish off that kill, and Hayden on a rampage 2 already. Dash reset. They're ready for a 3rd, but no one is around to see it.
We have reached 22 kills for the 1st place player, and this is about where the lead was in the last game. At the end, you still have a minute left, so we can farm some more. We can see a higher lead than we did in round 1. Hayden proving to be the strong player on this Genji. He gets taken out by the Dynamite of Viking. Jamaz with a nice one clip. Gonna take that one out and finishes off, but not enough.
The King has a sizable lead, only 2 kills though. You want to extend that if you can, but Hayden, they're playing this edge and they're just trying to survive as much as possible, and they're actually able to clutch out there and get 1 more kill right as it ends. And Hayden finishing that off. credit, though, getting the play of the game right there on the McCree. I mean, we saw so many clutch plays for them, and headshots always count for more than Genji dashes. Sorry, Aiden.
Oh, that's a disgusting headshot onto Paradox, not even seeing it coming around the corner. And he's going to finish off on that Moira in the final kill cam. The top 4 players, Hayden, Credit, The King, and Viking. So you know what that means, Miles? We still have a chance for The King to be the king.
That we do. And right now, looking at the 1 and 2 players here, they were playing Genji and McCree, who are both very good at dueling Tracer. So with the amount of Tracers on the field right now, I think the meta might actually be countering Tracer. Because you just want to pick up as many quick little Tracer kills as possible, get those 150 HP headshots, and you're done. You get a kill, you move on.
It's not just the Genji McCree, the King playing Tracer, Viking playing Ashe. So an Ashe makes it into the finals as well, which is surprising to me. Because although the Dynamite can get a lot of damage across different players, it might not be the pick when you're dueling so many different Tracers or Genjis or McCree at the same time. Once you start kind of narrowing it down to the top 12, it's going to be tough, in my opinion, to play Ashe.
Though, on Petra, there are a lot of sightlines that Ashe can abuse, and of course, that Dynamite, it is good for burst for sure, but if you see someone running away from you or chuck it into the middle of a fight, you might get someone with that tick damage, and as long as you get the final blow, that's a kill for you.
Alright, well, it does look like the next game, the lobby is getting ready to go for the 3rd group stages. We're just waiting for them to start that one up. But heading into this next matchup, Miles, we've seen Genjis, we've seen McCree's, Tracers, Ashes, and Hogs. What hero do you want to see pop off next?
I mean, I honestly love the Genji from Hayden, but I would love to see a Widowmaker. We haven't seen any so far, and Petra, there's so much high ground to make use of, plus that little spot that really only Widow can reach. I mean, you could dominate as long as you're moving around a lot so no one knows where you're shooting from.
I'd love to see a Widowmaker. You know, right before this, I actually wanted to get a taste of like the fun little casting that you hear in the OWL. So I was watching the Widow 1v1s from back in 2019 in the All-Star matchups. And watching players like DM, Fleta, Pine, Nene, all of those top players in the Widow 1v1 duel it out, it just made me, I was just like, oh, I want to see a Widow in this deathmatch so bad. And I hope we get to see one pop off in this next group stage.
It would be wonderful. I mean, it's so good because it's not like someone like Ashe or Tracer where you think, maybe they're just finishing off kills. You earn the kills you get from Widowmaker. You've got to get those headshots, otherwise you're essentially useless. Some people might not even know you're there.
Yeah, I mean, you just can be that sneaky assassin from a distance, from afar. You're just picking off those characters. I mean, if you're good enough, you hit your shots, and as soon as you start going, you start making it happen. And I mean, like, Doomfist might be a character that we see. I saw like in our Discord chat, somebody wanted to see the Doomfist come out, which I'm surprised I haven't seen a Doomfist. I mean, the one-shot punch capability, as well as the combos you can land on him, it's like it can just be whatever. But it looks like we are having trouble getting one player in, so we might take a short little ad break and be right back with this. So stay tuned for some more. We will be right back. I just got confirmation that we're going to be heading to a little bit of an ad break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some more Protect the King. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's myself, Seymour, along with Miles, and we are here with some Protect the King qualifiers. We're going to be heading into our third round soon, and it's definitely going to be interesting. We've seen a lot today, Miles.
And I can't wait to get into the action because I did not expect the top things that we were seeing. Like, I thought we might see some cheesy play, maybe some Sombras using her ability to see half-health heroes to, steal some kills, or maybe, like we said, Moira trying to get kills with that Biotic Orb. But instead, we've seen some high-skill play, McCree's, Tracers, and of course, Genji on Hayden.
Oh yeah, the Genji on Hayden.
Going into the game
that was just something I'd love to see, but we are going to be hopping into the game shortly. Right now, actually, Petra on screen. Round 3, the last round of the group stages. Definitely want to see the spiciest of heroes in this one and the greatest gameplay that we could be provided in this free-for-all, Miles. I already see, what is that? Is that a McCree? No, that's a Junkrat on my screen. Going to be popping some mines left and right.
Right up top, and they actually run into a Genji right there, and already we're seeing a Tracer on the board trying to finish off these kills, but their target is another Tracer who's quite hard to track down. Already Reaper, though, focused down, realizing that maybe Reaper gets focused a little bit too easy. Already, though, on this Junkrat, doing a great job of just zoning out these Tracers. I mean, normally Junkrat gets countered by Tracer because you just dodge the mines, but they're doing a great job of predicting where they're gonna blink.
Yeah, and the Tracer 1v1 coming out in favor of Alpha Omega, but look at the tie rate now for first, second, and third. 3 kills across the board. Cake King, he's going to be on that Junkrat. Alpha Omega on the Tracer, going for another duel. Going to take out the Genji this time. Spider Bard going to take out Cake, so Cake falls behind, and the Tracer start taking the lead.
As we have seen before, but Kaiju getting a quick 2 kills with some shurikens, and now Kaiju's getting up there, but already Spider-Bard, they're looking to move up on the leaderboard. They see all these juicy targets, but not able to finish off any of them. Alpha Omega actually gets the kill on the Caking, and that's a High Noon and Genji reflected right back into Blasphemy. Oh my gosh. Genji got 4 there.
That was 2 different Genjis I just saw, but even still, the amount of dashes I just saw in the kill feed, the Dragon Blade actually just got shut down by Cake King, so not able to get that one off his one-son, or Oni-san, but Cake King gonna try to duel a Tracer. Now this is gonna be a tough one. The Tracer actually backs off of it as Pulse Bomb goes right back in for him, maybe looking for a sneaky pick right here with the stick. Doesn't even have to use it. Recalls out, goes back in. Cake King doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, they almost got taken out in those enclosed areas, and back to the center of the map. Blasphemy gonna go up to the high ground, look for something, but a Tracer appeared right in front of you, but they go for the headshot instead of the right click. Not gonna finish off Tracer in time, and now you're stuck fighting a Tracer. No flashbang, gonna get taken out, and now Firecarter in 8th place. They really want to get back in this. You're not that far behind yet, but that gap could widen. You need to get this kill now. Going onto them, take out the number 1 Cake King, but actually, it's gonna be a different Genji to actually get the kill.
Oni-san gonna step into the trap and not let the other player get the kill. It's gonna be Cake King coming out with that one. 9 kills. Not what you want to throw at him when he's deflecting. Gets a mine to the face, and the Genjis are definitely taking charge in this game. Cake King still on top, but I'm pretty sure if we hit tab, we see Genjis all below him. The Reaper gonna pull Death Blossom, only finds 1 after taking out 1 Genji without the Death Blossom, but now still sitting on top. Cake King 9, Oni-san 8, and the Genji's just, I just non-stop hear dashes, Miles.
Of course, Ahuga, but right now, Oni-san is actually in 4th place with 8 kills, which means so many people are tied up. This is such a close game, not like the other 2 we've seen, and already these people fighting for their spot, they know they have a chance to be the king. And right now, the first Dragon Blade comes out from Kaiju, trying to find someone, but they're not actually going to see it. Is instead Cake King. They're going for a duel in the center, and people are finally starting to figure out how to dodge these blades. But there's Oni-san's blade. Gets 2 with 1 slash and a 3rd for them. Taking the number 1 spot on the board.
Make it 4 in the end there. He does get taken out after, but the juiciest nano blade of the day so far. The Tracer 1v1 going in favor of Spider Bard. Alpha Omega not going to come out with this one. The Genji's both deflecting at each other. It's going to be Oni-san coming out on top with that 15 kills. Cake King in 2nd on 12. Back and forth these two go. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. It's anybody's game still.
King stumbles upon a fight in progress and throws some explosive damage in there, wipes out the entire squad, and now they are getting close to taking that #1 spot once again, but Onisan hangs onto it, kill onto the Tracer, and right now, King, once again, they're just playing this indoor area and waiting for people to come to them, just lobbing grenades left and right, and even the suicide grenades almost find them.
I like the way that he's playing Junkrat here. He's not trying to take those 1v1s. He's just spamming down a corridor, killing as many squishies as he can. You see both Tracers in that duo, find a kill of their own. But look at that. A blade comes out for Onisan again, but he gets stuck by the pulse bomb. So he didn't get enough value from that as he hoped so. Onisan at 19 kills now. Jorah's having trouble with the Genji of his own, but stops the Wraith to take the 1v1. The Genji not going to stand a chance to those shotguns. Firecarter has to rethink that duel.
Yeah, now playing way too close there. Got to get taken out, and now Darth Hideous looking to put themselves on the board. They're in 9th place, but they have a chance to bring it back, but not if you get taken out like that. Joris, though, Reaper doing a lot more work than we ever realized. They're in 5th place, right behind Spider-Bard. They have a chance to get this up, but Onisan continues to extend their lead.
I just kind of want to reflect a little bit on the games that we saw since we're heading towards the end of this. In this one, it seems like a Genji matchup. Second roundup seemed like a Tracer matchup. And in the first one, it seemed like we had a nice distinct difference in heroes, but I'm definitely interested in the different groups bringing different metas of their own, kind of bringing their own hero one-tricks into this. 1 minute and 15 seconds left, Miles. And Onisan staying strong in first place.
And some Genjis dueling it out on the high ground, but ooh! King, their tire destroyed before he can find anything. No tire kills on the board at all for King so far. And with only a minute left, I don't think they're going to get it. But what we might see is a blade. 2 blades out at once. You can see Onisan and Firecarter. Firecarter actually takes out Onisan in this Genji duel with blades out. And right now, King getting pressured down by 2 people. They see they're the #3 seed, but they're falling fast. They might actually lose their spot in the top 4 if they're not careful.
Might lose their spot indeed. King down to 17 kills in 3rd place now. See, Blasian pulls his whole hog, finds Joris, but on your screen you see a 1v1 between the Junkrat and the Tracer. Tracer comes out on top in this. We're heading to 24 seconds, less than 30. Darth with the pulse bomb, but the match actually ends. Onisan wins before the time runs out. Gets enough kills and obviously secures the play of the game. 25 kills to end the match. And it's going to be that quad Dragon Blade, Miles, in the end here. Just fluent swings from the blade. Picks up a Genji, a Tracer, and in the end, a Tracer to start off with. So 4 crisp kills. You got Onisan, Kaiju, King, and Joris. A Reaper makes it into the final 12.
Man, that is very interesting. I was kind of knocking the Reaper in round 1, who might have gotten in, but instead Joris proves me wrong. Reaper is a completely viable pick, even though we didn't see that much of him that time, but in this final round, we just might, as Onisan, Kaiju, King, and Joris make their way into the finals.
It's definitely going to be an interesting finals for these qualifiers, Miles. I mean, we've seen all kinds of things. Like I was stating before, you've seen Tracers dueling it out. You've seen Genjis dueling it out. Genjis versus Tracers. You see a Hog made it through into the top 12. Now a Reaper and an Ashe too. It's just gonna be wild. Like there's so much to watch for, and there's so much to be excited. But we are gonna be heading to a little bit of a break. So everybody watching this, go get some water, hydrate yourselves for the upcoming match. We'll be right back with the playoffs of these qualifiers. So stay tuned.
Nigga me up.
Why did I choose Temple? I chose Temple because I love Philadelphia.
I wanted to find a school that was in a city.
Temple's really supportive of everyone, career-wise, internship-wise. They have a lot of opportunities for everyone, like study abroad. Temple students are so passionate, whether that's about their school, their major.
Just don't be shy to ask somebody, hey, what's your name or what are you majoring in? Because I've made my best friendship so far that way.
My name is Dr. Edward Rozero. I'm a sports medicine and rehab specialist over at Rothman Orthopedics. I currently serve as a team physician for a number of sports teams, including the Philadelphia Fusion. Exercise comes in 3 separate phases. 1 is flexibility, 2 is cardiovascular health, and 3 is strength. If you can get at least 20 to 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, it could be as simple as going for a short walk, getting on a bike, or even jogging or running would be adequate. In terms of strength training, usually if you can get 2 to 3 times a week for about 20 to 30 minutes of good, solid resistance training, I would focus on the basic stuff that you've probably learned in gym class, such as the push-ups, the sit-ups, the wall squats. If you have access to a pull-up bar, some simple pull-ups or chin-ups would be great. You don't have to get too crazy or fancy when you're at home, but something that just to really get the heart racing. And then finally, the last aspect that we're missing is flexibility. Flexibility for gamers would be more so for their neck, their lower back, and their hamstring and leg muscles. Believe it or not, when you sit for long periods of time, you tend to get a lot of tightness in the buttocks and hamstring regions, which can play a part in affecting your lumbar or lower back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Protect the King qualifiers. Throughout the group stages, we've got our top 12, and now they're going to go head-to-head, because only 4 of them can move on to the tournament to play with the Fusion.
Exactly, and right before we head into this action, another little thank you to a sponsor, Royal Farms. Chicken Palooza is happening right now at Royal Farms. You stop in today, get a 2-piece chicken box meal or the all-new chicken sandwich, the Royal, for just $5 each during Chicken Palooza. You can stop by, get it right now, enjoy a nice chicken sandwich or a 2-piece chicken box meal. It's all up to you. I mean, we don't have Royal Farms over in Canada, but you were talking about it's like a Subway over in Pennsylvania, kind of like you can go get hoagies. That sounds really good to me right now because I haven't had dinner.
Yeah, they're actually building one right in my town, right outside Philly. I've heard that it's the best fried chicken around. Some of you might agree with that, some of you might not. I'll have to try it when it's done being built, because gotta find out for myself.
I would love to come down to Pennsylvania and try some Royal Farms indeed, but heading right back to these qualifiers, we have a little thing to talk about that we noticed from our observer. He told us that we have 3 players at max, and a 4th player if you want to stretch it, with King in their name, Miles. You got Viking. Well, Viking is the stretch because you have King at the end there. We have Cake King, King Cross, you have The King, and they're all top players that could come out and literally be the 4 kings that move on to protect the king for Philadelphia Fusion. I'd be excited to see them make it through.
Yeah, but we're already into the game now, and it's actually going to be a Genji on top, none of the kings. Instead, Hayden dashing through, getting that first 2 kills and securing a lead, and oh my, this is already going to be a lot of explosive damage all over the place with 2 Junkrats on the field.
Yeah, I almost actually forgot about Hayden. We absolutely destroyed on this Genji, and it's going to be tough to get by him, but these are the top 12, and they made it here for a reason. You do see King Cross on your screen. One of the kings switching over to the fake King Viking. He's on that Ashe. He does find his first kill of the matchup, getting chased by Hayden. Is he going to come out with this kill?
Terrifying.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, you think you're safe, and then all of a sudden Genji coming around the corner, he's got the flank, you know you can't survive. And right now, Blaze Piglet, they're able to get a kill, but they're surrounded on all sides by DPS. Roadhog must be terrifying to play right now.
Honestly, as soon as you get hooked, it's just, you might as well be dead. Credit, what was that? Jumps around the corner, finds the kill into Cake King, dethrones that Junkrat. And it's back and forth in the kill feed. All these players getting respective kills. Joris on the Reaper trying to farm away at that Roadhog. Not going to get it. The pulse bomb going to finish that one off. You do see him tossed up in the air by these mines. The Junkrat gets the kill, but he's dashed through by Kaiju. And Genji still reigning on top. Hayden with 9 kills.
Now Gaston, our number 1 from the first game, they are not doing so hot, only a number 2, but Hayden has a sizable lead. Oh my gosh, it's going to take a lot to catch up to them, and right now you can see Hayden getting focused down by 2 people at once. They don't want to give them any kills right now.
I love the movement from Hayden. You saw him double jump and kind of back away from the fight there to try to keep alive, try to get his dash back. He pulls his blade, he finds one, gets taken out by the Reaper, but honestly, any kill right now is just value enough to keep him in the lead. And I love the way this Genji's keeping his distance and playing his movement to kind of qualify for his cooldowns.
Yeah, no, already doing a great job. But, oh, they get caught in a trap almost to lure the Junkrat out of the corner. And now Hayden looking for another. They found 2 Tracers dueling, and that's free real estate right there. But instead, it's going to be King Cross coming in there. But Joris dropping down from above, getting 2 before Kaiju reflects their Death Blossom right back into him.
Taking. He pulls his Junkrat tire, finds a kill of his own, finds a second kill into Viking as well. Dueling it out, the Tracer in his backline is King against King. Which King's gonna come out on top? The Tracer gets him really low, hits the recall, the stun though. From Exilion, gonna interfere. And he doesn't respect the 1v1. Oni-san pulls the blade, finds one, not finding a second one. As we hop back on Hayden, and he's trying to farm away for some more kills.
Yep, Joris caught out there using the teleporter, and come on, you can't do that. There are so many DPS around here hungry for kills right now. You can't just teleport all over the place.
It's interesting to see that 6 kills is all the way down in 9th place. The top 4 are really taking the lead here, Miles. And I love what I'm seeing from these heroes, from these players, the individuals, because in a six hero team-based game, deathmatch isn't really spoken of very often. And this is really where these quote-unquote one-trick ponies can come have fun on the battlefield and in their own playground. You like to see these players come bring their strengths into the tournament.
Oh, and Ash caught out, but a dynamite explodes right onto them as you dash through, and Genji will actually clean up that fire damage. Onisan doing a great job just dashing through all of that, and oh, Credit has found a Tracer, and we've seen time and time again that they will not lose those Tracer duels.
Not at all. The King going to look for some prey here on the hunt. Is he going to find that kill? I'm watching the kill feed. He actually hits the recall, goes right back in, looking for the hog this time. It's stolen by Hayden. He goes in to get the second one, but doesn't get it. The high noon pulled. Not going to find any value there. Everybody getting out and peeling away from that. The Junkrat tire pulled. Not going to find anything. Blaze Piglet actually takes that one down. It's respective 1v1s all across the board with Hayden sitting pretty at 18 kills still.
And Viking on this high ground, they're a sniper, but no one is really peeking out. Everyone's fighting on the inside right now, so Viking just hanging out alone. Unfortunate. I mean, they're just enjoying a little solitude, hanging out. I mean, you made it to the finals, might as well just chill.
That is so sad to see. None of the Kings are in the top 4. I mean, the King is tied for 4th place technically, but he's sitting in 5th because his name starts, his first letter of his name starts a little bit farther away. The dash gonna be met with a stun. Finds the kill, finds a second, finds a third! Popping off with the dash, swipes. Hayden going nuts. 22 kills.
That is unbelievable. Only 3 kills away, I believe, from finishing this off unless we raise the kill cap. And right now, the King looking to get back on this leaderboard. You're in 5th place. You want to be the King for the Fusion, and you're in 4th. The King is in 4th. I repeat, the King is in 4th.
Making it happen. Has 15 kills to his name. Oh, Viking not having a good time. That's a hard one to fight. The Hog finishes that one up fast. And Onisan, he actually kills out Hayden, so Hayden has to spawn up at 24 kills now. If the kill cap is still at 25, it's going to be over, but it's not. He does find the 25th kill. And look at this Genji 1v1 going on board. It's going to be finished off by Hayden. Too good of a Genji to even worry about the other ones.
Oh my, the Junkrats using their explosive damage so well. So much, in fact, that King Cross blows himself off the map. Not even going to be able to get any kills now as Gaston sneaking up on this Genji. They see an opportunity. They're so low. You're just trying to finish them off, and you find them. Onisan going down, and you try and get the pulse pump onto McCree. Not going to happen, because they're just dodging and weaving, but they don't have flashbang, and you're just going to get finished off by a punch to the face.
I want to point out that the 1st place player, Hayden, is 10 kills above the 4th place player. That's a sizable lead and a comfort zone in fact. 8 minutes left though. It's anyone's game still. You just have to start popping off on your hero. The King, now on board, is in 6th place now. So he dropped from the top 4 placing. Has to find his way back. He's going to be in a 1v1 fighting Viking on Ash. The duel is going to go in favor of the King. As he finishes that one off, gets picked by Exilion in the back. He's back in 4th. Speaking of Exilion though, Miles, he's only got 10 kills on this McCree. He's not having a good time.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate because there's so many Tracers, but how are you really going to finish it off? And oh! Cake King actually finds the kill with the suicide mines. Onisan tried to dash into them, but that was a mistake. You're playing against Junkrat. Can't just dash directly into them.
Look at that top 4. Hayden, Gaston, Onisan, and I think that's Kaiju that we saw in the 4th place? Yeah, Kaiju in the 4th place. Hayden gets another kill to him, actually on Kaiju, so he's proven that it really just is a Genji diff right now. And he is just popping off on his hero. Look at the kill feed. The King finds a pick onto the Roadhog. It's a 1v1. Hayden against the Junkrat. The Cake King not gonna opt out in this fight just yet. The mine's gonna do so much damage and actually finds it. King Cross steals that from Cake King. Doesn't get anything out of that fight.
And now Cake King on the hunt for more, and they see someone. but they're choosing to back away. They really are not looking for a long-range comp. They're just looking to sneak up on their opposing Junkrat, but you didn't get the one-shot combo, and they got a health pack, and the King actually gets finished off by King Cross. Two Kings fighting it out.
Unlucky. Kaiju pulls his blade and gets one clipped by the King. Sitting atop his throne credit. 3 health left. Drops down, look for a health pack, but that's not a fight you win with 3 health. Kaiju pulls that one ahead. He's in 3rd place now with 27. Looks for his second prey. He's gonna get that Junkrat so low. Gets in and out, but it's stolen by Hayden. Pulse bomb on Gaston, finds one. Hayden pulls a blade, looks for one, finds it. Looks for 2, gets it. Looks for the 3rd one, but he dashes, or he teleports away on Reaper.
Oh, listen to that tire though, getting close, and King gets 2 with the tire. Getting a little bit close, but Hayden 2 kills away from taking this out, securing his spot. And the top 4, we're not sure what it is right now, but Onisan trying to stay in it. They were in it a second ago. They want to still be here, and Credit actually snuck in there.
That is a huge placing for the McCree. Blaze Piglet once again stopping a tire from the Junkrats. Credit finds another kill, looking for a second on the Reaper. Flicks over. Proves his dominance with the spray on the ground as well. Blaze Piglet in the kill feed finds 2 of his own. Looking for the 3rd. Credit trying to find this Junkrat, not finding it just yet. Picks up a health pack. Still falls. Looks for the 2nd. Finds Onisan. Deletes him off the map. Where is this man standing on the kill feed?
So smart from Credit. They're waiting for the deflect to come out and actually using the Junkrat damage, but Hayden finishing this off, solidifying the final 4. Let's see who it is right after this play of the game from Hayden, of course. This Genji was so dominant throughout the entire thing.
Name a better duo, Hayden and finishing the game before the time runs out. Look at this, 5 health on this blade as well. He just cleans up 3. Ends up going down, but proving his dominance. There's your top 4, ladies and gentlemen, going off into the Philadelphia Protect the King matchup on August 20th. Hayden, Gaston, Credit, and Kaiju, top to bottom. And what an amazing playoff qualifier that was. Just back and forth from the Tracers and the Genjis. McCree snuck in there at the end there too, Miles. So I think that was Credit taking 3rd place on that McCree. Amazing job by him.
And I believe the top 3 were the 3 who finished 1st place in the group stages. So that actually was a very good indicator who would take it in the end.
Yeah, I actually just noticed that too. I didn't see that at first, but once you pointed that out, I was like, oh yeah, it was the top 3 proving their dominance here in the playoffs. You like to see it from these heroes, and it was definitely a great time indeed, Miles. But looking into this Protect the King matchup on the 20th, what do we expect to see from these players? What are they looking forward to, Miles?
Well, as we said at the beginning, they are going to be playing with 2 Fusion players. We don't know exactly what the teams are looking like yet, but the teams on the Fusion are a duo of Carpe and Chipsa, the DPS duo, the Clutch duo, Unlucky duo maybe a little bit, Sato and Poco, the tank line that everyone knows and loves, Fury and EQO, a more passive line, but man, do they get the work done, and Alarm and Funny Astro, the deadly supports right there. All of these Kings will get paired up with one of those duos, and the duo will have to try and protect the King while also trying to kill the enemy's King in a tournament sort of format. But right now, I do want to touch on, not only are they going to this playoff, but they did also win $1,000 split between the 4 of them. Can't forget that, because, ooh, that is a nice little reward for that amazing play we just saw.
Yeah, let me find the prize pool breakdown. 1st place got $500, Miles. 2nd place, $250. 3rd and 4th, or 3rd place, $150. 4th place with $100. You know, they're coming out with bank on this Friday night. So, you know, you go into a death match playing Petra. Sometimes you think you're just queuing your DPS placements, but tonight you come out with a big cash prize. Those top 4 definitely deserved it, indeed. And I had a great time showing it. You see it on your screen right now. Protect the King, powered by Nerd Street Gamers. Who will be the last King standing? Find out August 20th. Twitch.tv/Philadelphia Fusion. That's PHL_Fusion on the Twitch stream. And you go out to see your favorite players of the Philadelphia squad protect their community Kings. Miles, do you have any finishing thoughts here?
Only that's the end of our broadcast. My name is Keela Miles, and I've been casting with you, my friend Seymour. We are wishing all of you a very good night, and also, go Fusion.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Yes!
My name is Dr. Edward Rozero. I'm a sports medicine and rehab specialist over at Rothman Orthopedics. I currently serve as a team physician for a number of sports teams, including the Philadelphia Fusion. Exercise comes in 3 separate phases. 1 is flexibility, 2 is cardiovascular health, and 3 is strength. If you can get at least 20 to 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, it could be as simple as going for a short walk, getting on a bike, or even jogging or running would be adequate. In terms of strength training, usually if you can get 2 to 3 times a week for about 20 to 30 minutes of good, solid resistance training, I would focus on the basic stuff that you probably learned in gym class, such as the push-ups, the sit-ups, the wall squats. If you have access to a pull-up bar, some simple pull-ups or chin-ups would be great. You don't have to get too crazy or fancy when you're at home, but something that just to really get the heart racing. And then finally, the last aspect that we're missing is flexibility. Flexibility for gamers would be more so for their neck, their lower back, and their hamstring and leg muscles. Believe it or not, when you sit for long periods of time, you tend to get a lot of tightness in the buttocks and hamstring regions, which can play a part in affecting your lumbar or lower back.
Ahoy, mateys! Set your sails for Royal Farms Chicken Palooza 3, a tasty treasure trove of Royal Farms Golden Chicken Delights.
Chicken Delights, Chicken Delights.
Get a 2-piece world-famous chicken box or the all-new chicken sandwich, the Royal, for just $5. Plus, enter to win world-famous chicken for a year.
Win chicken for a year.
Quiet, birdie.
Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.